Hey guys, how's it going? I am the Film Attackers. Today we're going to be talking about game journalists and how they're the scum of the fucking earth. And we're honestly going to be talking about how they've been attacking CD Projekt Red. If you don't know who they are, they made my favorite game of all time, The Witcher 3 Wild Hunt. And they're making my most anticipated game of the year, Cyberpunk 2077. I've been waiting for this game since 2013. I've been very hyped for it, and it's just right around the corner now. In under a month, it will be out. Thank you, Christ. But it seems like game journalists just can't stop attacking them. I'm going to be going over a few examples of game journalists attacking Cyberpunk 2077 because they are the good guys in gaming, in the game world right now. They are the guys who care about their consumers, and that doesn't go well for them. So let's take a look at the first article here by Kotaku, which is a fucking shit site. I don't care what anyone says, but this is a good example. Cyberpunk 2077 tweets transphobic joke. Studio apologizes to all those offended. Here's the thing. I would have never apologized for this, but let's look at the tweet. I want more guys. And Cyberpunk 2077's official Twitter responded, did you just assume their gender? Making a joke. It's not even offensive. It's making fun of SJWs, which I'm full for because fuck SJWs. But this isn't bad. This isn't a bad tweet. It's just a lighthearted joke, a little jab. That's all it is. But of course, everyone got butthurt, calling them transphobic, calling them this, calling them that. And of course, CD Projekt Red, to save face, had to apologize. Now, I would have never apologized, but, they have to sell their game, which is understandable. Which is understandable to me. But I would have never apologized for that tweet. That tweet came out in 2018. And Kotaku is praising them for apologizing, saying how that tweet was offensive and this and that. Like, honestly, Kotaku, shut the fuck up. Honestly. Let's look at this one. Cyberpunk 2077 developers are forced to work overtime, and gamers don't care. This is a smaller site, but it's a site that's straight up lying. In this article, they're talking about how Cyberpunk 2077, their developers, CD Projekt Red, are forcing employees to work overtime, which has already been confirmed not to be true. If you watch the Game Informer live stream, and they actually responded to this, Game Informer's interviewer straight up said, I talked to the employees, and they said they voted on it. They had a choice, either delay the game again, or work an extra day a week until the game's release, with extra pay, a hefty bonus to get the game out of time, and overwhelmingly amount voted for working an extra day a week. That, to me, says they weren't forced, they volunteered to do it with a hefty bonus paycheck. And of course, this article says yesterday, game journalist Jason Schreier, of course, he had to bring up their Lord and Savior, announced that CD Projekt Red, the company developing Cyberpunk 2077, was requiring its employees to go into crunch mode until the game's release. Crunch refers to the culture in video games where studios, in video game studios, to pressure their employees to working extra days and hours, often without extra pay, in order to finish a new game. Gamers have split opinions on how bad crunch really is. Some see it as an average job duty and a dream job, while others see it as torture. In this case, the CD Projekt Red employees will be receiving an overtime pay as well as a hefty bonus. But does that make the forced extra labor right? Again, they're going off their Lord and Savior here, Jason Schreier, which if you don't know who he is, he's a right cunt. Which put out an article which I can't find anywhere, but if you want to see it, go to my previous video. I did a video, it was 2 videos ago, underneath my Ubisoft video, which I'll probably just leave a link of that video down in the description below, where he put out an article with misinformation, and of course they go on that because they have no brains. They follow all the bad journalism because they want the clicks. In this case, he's gonna quote Jason Schreier here. Last year, the bosses of CD Projekt Red approached me for an interview. They wanted to announce that Cyberpunk 2077 would be avoiding mandatory crunch, which, again, I said this in my previous video. They said mandatory crunch. This isn't mandatory. They voted on it. They're not forcing anyone to do it. This week, they sent out an email to staff announcing the studio-wide mandatory crunch. It's honestly pathetic. If you wanna look at this, feel free. I wouldn't recommend it. But of course, this article again lying with its clickbaity title. Now let's look at this article. It's time to stop defending CD Projekt Red over Cyberpunk 2077 crunch. I'm not going to read this entire article, but this article is basically Forbes, which is not a game journalist website. They're a bunch of cunts too, where they're basically saying how we should not defend what CD Projekt Red is doing. We should not defend it. Okay. Again, these people don't get their facts correct, and they go to attack CD Projekt Red because let's be honest, CD Projekt Red does not do anything bad. They make fantastic games. They stay out of negative press. Well, they try to at least. They try to have fun and be pro-consumer. Journalists don't like that because there's no news in there, and they want to attack all the big games out there. And let's be honest here, CD Projekt Red right now is more of a saint than Rockstar Games because Rockstar Games have become scummy of itself due to their greed with money and GTA Online and Red Dead Online. With CD Projekt Red, they care about the consumers and the consumers alone. They care about their customers. They care about the games they make because they love their job. They love doing what they do. And that's what makes CD Projekt Red such a fantastic developer. That's why I always support them. That's why I'm getting the collector's edition of this game, because I support them and what they do, because they care. They listen to feedback. Of course, they've been in negative press for removing certain features from from Cyberpunk. For instance, the third-person cutscenes. The reason why they did that was to make the game more immersive, so you can see the world through your eyes, which I would have wished they would have added a third-person option for cutscenes, but I actually do like first-person RPGs. It puts me in their shoes. That's why I play Fallout in first-person only. There's been, journalists again attacked CD Projekt Red for not having a transgendered option in the game, only having male or female, which again is their decision. It's their game. It's not your game. Game journalists only care about attacking them because they want money and they want to attack a studio who's done nothing wrong. Honestly, it's pathetic. Game journalists themselves are nothing but pathetic, spineless scum who only care about the money. They don't care about bringing gamers the right news, which is absolutely sad and pathetic. And that's why I don't follow game journalists. I follow with my own intuition. I follow certain YouTubers who actually care about gaming, who, when this crunch news came out, they said there's something up, something doesn't seem right. And once the news came out, they said that makes more sense. Like, they didn't rush to say, oh, they're bad, they forced crunch on people. No, they said, let's wait until we hear their side, which is what journalists should do. They should have waited for CD Projekt Red to come out with their side of the story before making articles saying cancel CD Projekt Red, cancel Cyberpunk, they're forcing employees or torturing employees. It's honestly pathetic. Game journalists should be ashamed of themselves. They are here to bring us news. As gamers, they are here to bring us news, but they don't do that because they only care about their clicks and their views and their money and their political standings on things, which is absolutely pathetic and sad. Game journalists, if you are watching this somehow, go fuck yourselves because you're supposed to be bringing us the correct news and not this clickbaity fake bullshit. I am the Film Attackers. I hope you guys have an awesome day today, and I'll see you guys next time.